Hello, welcome to January 11th. It's a Sunday, which means I don't have much time today, but there are certainly a few things I want to get done. But before I start, let me just go back to yesterday for a moment. I struggled very much yesterday with working in my linen closet, and I think that was caused by multiple overlapping factors. One of them is that I'm just not in the best of moods. Second, I already felt very time constrained yesterday, and things were not going to plan. Third was, in fact, me biting off more than I can chew. I didn't realize how many things were stored in the bottom of that closet. I didn't realize how dirty it had gotten in there and how much cleaning it would actually need. But more than anything, I didn't realize how much mental energy it would cost to go through those items and make decisions. Not only that, but I came across a bag of things that were supposed to be a gift many years ago now, and that never came to fruition, and that made me really sad. But I knew that it was time to let those items go so someone else can make use of them. So not only was I letting go of items, I was letting go of the idea of the person that I would be or should have been to make the things that I planned happen. There was also an element in there of feeling like I wasted money and didn't really get any use out of the items there. But honestly, what I really wasted was the emotional energy over the years having those things stored there. And I also wasted the space in my closet because I don't have anybody else in my circle of friends with kids the appropriate age for those particular items, especially the clothes. I am just going to donate them and try and let everything go. Now, moving on from all of that, today is a new day. My hair is already up in a bun, which means I am ready to work. I also don't have a lot of time today, and I have a couple of things planned during my little break midday. Number one, I need to do a little bit of meal prepping just because I went shopping this morning and I brought some things in and I need to get through them and process them. And because that will be requiring the use of the food processor, that means I need to wash that right away. And since I'm washing the food processor, I'm also going to wash all the dishes in my sink. Yay me! It's Sunday, it's my first round of dishes for the week, which is a great start. Just as it should be. Full drying rack. All right, the dishes are done and I learned my lesson from yesterday. So today I'm going to be tackling something that I think is going to be much easier. And that's going to be this under the TV cabinet. I've had this cabinet for over 20 years. It was shaped a little differently then, but we reworked it when I moved. It has been through several flooding events and it needs to go in the trash, honestly. But for now, it is what it is. And there are some things that I do store under here. So let's see what's there and let's see how dusty it is. Let's go. Are you guys exploring? Can you guys get out? I think everybody needs to get out. Thank you. Part of my plan today is going to be this bucket with some warm water, a little bit of cleaning solution, and a rag because I know it's going to get super dusty in there and paper towels are just not cutting it for me. So I'm going to make my life easier and be prepared. It looks like this top shelf here just has the VCR and the DVD player. I don't know if I'd ever use them anymore, but again, it's something that I've had since I moved out on my own over 20 years ago. And I see no reason to get rid of them, but they are connected with cables in the back. So I won't be pulling them completely out. I'm just going to go in there and dust really quick. Okay, the second shelf holds my printer that is also not been used in many years. It's not quite 20 years old, but it's old. And I don't really have many opportunities or needs in terms of printing. So it's just been stuck here over time. But what I really wanted to show you here, because this hasn't been put in here that long ago, it was done when I was redoing the bedroom. So this shelf here was mostly empty, but I want to bring you closer and show you the level of dust in here. I mean, just look at that. That's crazy. It's insane. It's insane how long ago I have dusted in here. Well, it is what it is. Oh wait, there's something back there. Yeah, that's how dirty it is in there. Wow. All right, moving on. This top shelf, let's see what's in here. Oh, it looks like I do have a DVD to play. Let's dust that a little bit and leave right here. And then it's just some decor items. And then some candle related items. And then another candle. Let's just pull this candle out as well. All right, what I think is going to happen is that I'm actually going to put things back in here just where they were. I'm going to keep some of the candles here, at least until I address the big candle pile in the linen closet. So for now, I'm just going to put things back. All right, and finally, the bottom shelf. There is a picture frame. There's some more candle things here. Let's see what's in this bin. Okay, it looks like the remote controls and the cables for the TV, so I will keep that in here. At least it's not getting dusty in there. And then finally, we have these anti-scratch pads that my friend gave me when she had a little kitty. This was, I think, maybe before I even had my cat. So it's been a few years that these have been here. And honestly, I probably could have used them because the foster kitty here is a big scratcher of furniture. And there are certain areas already that are pretty scratched up that maybe I could have saved. That's one of the reasons I have all the blankets on the couches, but I haven't really used it. So maybe I need to look into using this. But first, this space is just as dirty as the other one, so let me use my dirty rag now and clean it here. All right, and then the TV things can go right on top of that so we don't see it. I think this is also for protecting furniture from scratching cats. I think this is like a double-sided tape, sort of. So I'm just gonna leave it here with this. Maybe it's not a good idea that I'm hiding it under the box because then I won't come back to it, but I just can't deal with that. Now, as far as these two items here, which are the last two items potentially for going back, they're getting rehomed. This photo frame, my friend and I actually spray painted when I was redecorating my living room after the previous flood. So we needed some pops of color, and this was the chosen color at that point. I had a different wall color too. So that's what we were trying to do, but then I did not end up using this photo frame at all. So I think it's time to let this one go. I don't think I'll be displaying much photos anymore. So I think this one's getting donated. Hopefully some little kid, maybe little girl, likes a little salmon. And then this old candle that is dirty and basically burned to the end is also trash or recycling once I take the wax out. All right, so I think we're done in here, buddy. Is this your new favorite spot? Is this your new favorite spot? Are you going to live in there? Should I leave it open for you so you can hide in there? They have a cat tree with places to hide. I don't know. So for today, we're getting rid of 2 items. Let me clean up a little bit around here because it got bad, and maybe I'll come back with a little Windex and I can wash the glass. And then this is how dirty the water is from cleaning. It was definitely dirtier in there than I expected. What can I say? Oh, I forgot one more item. There is this candle that I took out of there, but this is a recent purchase that I want to use for spring. So I'm just going to store it in here on this shelf next to the other candles. And when I decide what to do with candles, I'm going to come back to that. Okay, that was much better than yesterday. I got rid of only 2 things, but that's 2 more things than I had at the beginning of the day. And that didn't take too long. Now I'm gonna move on to finishing my meal prep, and I'm gonna eat some lunch because, well, pretty soon it's gonna be time for work. I probably only have about an hour to get everything done, eat, rest, and leave. Thank you so much for watching. I hope your January is going great, and I will be back and I'll see you tomorrow. Frankly, I don't know why I say that, because you'll see me tomorrow. I won't see you. But if you leave a comment, I can see that. Bye.